Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the DPLA channel. Today we are at the Vezdekhoder exhibition, and we'll see what's interesting here. Also, Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to everyone.
DP Labs, Vezdekhoder, booth, cameraman Igor Negoda. He didn't quite manage to finish preparing it for the exhibition just yet. It runs, but the bodywork and other important details aren't finished yet. But this is the Krushilo, and he called it the Matster. You've seen it before, you know exactly what it is. Now it's being transformed, getting further refined and improved. It drives, it races around the area. If you don't know about it yet, make sure to check out the channel for more information. What else do we have here? Here, people are crowding around it. It's extremely popular and attracting a lot of attention. This is Sasha's scooter, the Vostok one, which everyone seems to be interested in. Hopefully now it will finally go into place, just as we have been waiting for, and we are looking forward to seeing it fit as intended this time.
Production.
Smoothly. By the way, just so you know, due to the changes here,
There are a lot. The engine has become better.
at 200, wear a helmet and secure your gear. Let's move. This is our old gearbox. So gentlemen, for those of you who have been following along and watched the previous episodes, this is our gearbox. Inside there's a gear set, a differential, a locking one from a Neva. And so we made our own gearbox with a locking differential. We haven't used it yet, it's expensive to machine, and no one has managed to make a proper cast housing with the right tolerances. And it's an interesting thing. I mean, you have the flange for the electric motor, and with the Neva differential, you can have lockers, limited slip diffs, and so on. There's a lot of options. So, it really does pull very well, you know, especially when driving. It's almost completely finished now. We're going to run some tests. As for the steering, let me say, this is our electric quad bike. It's almost finished and pulls well. We'll test it soon. It just keeps going. In terms of handling, it's more like a BRP, not a Grizzly, but a BRP. It just keeps going. I think it might be a bit too wide, but it stands just fine.
You can.
My hand. Let go, please. My hand's stuck. It's really sweaty. No, I just moved my hand. It's actually pretty usable, honestly. But time will tell. Still, I like how it is right now. The electric quad is running, but the power is very low.
Well, it's something, right?
Yeah.
It's running.
The electric quad and the power is low.
50 kilowatts. Still interested?
Which Well, please go ahead if you would like to proceed, if you feel ready.
Go ahead. The R1 engine is not running, it's just being tested. It has 80 kilograms of thrust and starts reliably.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't he try it?
It'll add about 0.25 grams of acceleration. Oh my God, he's messing around. That's why she's so jumpy after this. I saw a flat tire over there. Let's go take a look. No, let's
Start from here. No, you know, they are not blowing anything up over there.
I'm not really going over there. No, over there. The tire
Is flat?
What is this exactly? We really don't know what it is, but it seems to be some kind of mud vehicle again. Maybe
All-terrain vehicle.
they're all like Sherp style.
It worked out.
Russian cars, good wheels, strong compressor, okay for rallying.
Well,
Probably.
by
Feel probably, yeah. Well, at least the tires are serial, not retreads. That's good. Well, here, Igorian, I'm coming. It's a Setic here. Yeah. We see. It certainly stinks.
the kids are here climbing and exploring. They do not seem to like it much, but they are still having some fun.
This is a
Scuffmobile, the unique and innovative mobile solution.
You need to load it up with vodka and take someone deep into the woods. That's what it should have been called. Let's check out the Scuffmobiles.
Let's go. Next one. I'm gonna check the tire pressure everywhere.
Scuffmobile, you need to load it up with vodka and take someone deep into the woods. That's what it should have been.
Let's check out more Scuffmobiles. Checking tire pressure is normal. They come inflated from the company.
They're all the same, softer. Now this one looks solid and nice. Simply tactic. Igor, well, it probably drives somehow. It churns through the mud.
No doubt about it. The clearance is like that, right? Is this
You can't really call it a crewmobile anymore. It looks solid. It can handle mud.
like a road car?
The specs, at least there's a damper, or not. No, there isn't. Wait, there is. Let's look. Here it is.
Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We
found it.
seats, Suzuki engine, gearbox, trunk, 4 million. I'm a big fan. Bought one this year.
Life is split in two.
Definitely. Maybe not as actively, but still in Moscow, it's an absolutely indispensable thing. Even if it was a simple Chinese model, I bought myself a lathe and I'm happily learning to use it. Has life split into before and after? Definitely. Maybe not as actively, but still in Masnevskaya, it's an absolutely impossible thing to get. It was a simple Chinese model,
Sadly, no.
a Soviet model. But yes, thanks to Igor, I found your channel. It's great. Honestly, it was nice to see people here involved in developing technology and techniques. Turns out there are even neighbors here. I'm from the Tizhansk region myself. By the way, I'm also trying to develop things myself, working on producing these homemade scooters. Yeah, and you know, it's really nice to see that others are doing this too. That's why I'd really like to take a photograph together with you.
Such
Technology, just look at it. Radiator unit,
on the radiator. The roller has a huge radiator.
chain turbocharger.
What is this? A little car? So,
Oil radiator, intercooler, regular radiator. These are all components, all made of aluminum. Oh, there it is, the turbocharger. I see it.
oh, the tires here are like this.
There are several radiators and a turbocharger here. What kind of car is this?
Well, that is here.
Ural from Ural Wagon. From the factory, it's tough for mixers.
For mixers, yes, I am talking about mixers specifically. Does it have a description or any information that explains what it does?
No, sorry.
I don't know, maybe where.
There is, you have to write it. Let me check quickly. Oh, here it is.
Here, everyone, let's go now, all together.
Let's take a look. Well, the intercoolers are actually quite interesting. How much power does it have, I wonder? It's really an art.
What are you? Let me see. What exactly are you? Are you some kind of tank or maybe something similar? Where is it? Can you show me where it is? I want to understand what you are. Mostly,
Yes.
this car has 240 horsepower, which means it offers a strong and capable performance for drivers who want a bit of excitement on the road. Now, when it comes to the fuel, you might be wondering where the gas is or if it even uses gas at all. Is it running on gasoline? No, it's not just gas. There's more to the story. Gas and...
There's really no tank class for this, is there? Look, the windows are armored, it seems like.
There's no tank class for this, is there? No. Look, the windows are armored.
Like,
As if.
but I don't, well, you know.
You know, it's not actually armored. No, really. Oh, no. No, of course not. What is this? It just seemed like it. Of course, it would go right through. Well, I mean, driving...
Is it possible? Well,
Yeah, you know, it's just that with this weight, I mean, honestly, for some reason, somehow, it just feels like oil...
some kind of station like hydraulics.
There are no hydraulic hoses in this particular system at all. What is it? What? Oil, some kind of station. What is this? Hydraulics? I don't know. Not pneumatic. No, well, yeah, kit hoses, fireplace, hydraulic hose, sour cream, I don't know. And then the girl, just a girl, and what's that taste in the body for? There's some unit installed. Are arguing about what that is over there. Yeah, we're curious what it is. It's a...
Air dryer.
And what's it for here? Specifically?
Here.
Not in the forest, I get that, but what is it for? It's a...
Air dryer? Here's a video of it driving through muck. Let's put it to sleep. What's that? An air dryer. Why is it here? We'll install or store it.
We'll hide it here, so that...
It doesn't fog up?
Yes. But why do we need it? It removes water and oil from air, regulates pressure, and protects against leaks. Leaks of what? It separates into circuits and has suction valves. What does it separate? Air comes from the compressor, the valve, and it...
It splits into 4 circuits with a pneumatic dryer.
Well,
So, how does it actually work, really, in practice?
I see. Well, it seems like the air gets screwed in there and then somehow starts to... It's...
How much does this cost? The price is from 4 to 6. As for beauty, it doesn't have to be truly beautiful.
not
It shouldn't. It's a bit heavy there.
3 tons, right? Yeah, maybe even a bit more, probably 3,200. Damn, I have leaf spring suspension, pull back. Well, people make it, you see, and they do a good job. Everything moves.
It moves.
Shall we go?
Oh, yeah, definitely right there in the water.
Look, with big wheels. Well, you know what I would say, not on 4, not on 6. It can't handle it. Well, maybe it can, and you can assemble it that way. These days, you know, times are strange. It's not even clear what can handle what. Oh, look, some kind of robotic
Thing. Okay, sorry.
robot. It says robot, right? So what, does this thing just ride around?
What kind of platform is it exactly? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I see it now. All-terrain, definitely.
Vehicle. All-terrain vehicle. It easily turns this way and that, right?
Does it? Well, is he just giving an interview? You know, just talking?
We should step back, maybe just a little bit so we can see it. Such as this, for example.
Technology guys. A rotating platform with wheels in all directions that can move. They show on television how it actually works.
Let's step back to see it. That's the machine. A rotating platform with wheels in all directions. They show how it works on TV. Look at it.
Well, it is just remotely controlled, or does it drive somewhere on its own? Interesting, huh? See, it doesn't have a camera.
Nothing. Like,
It's radio controlled, you see, but it doesn't have LiDAR or anything like that. Is it just remotely controlled, or does it drive somewhere on its own? Interesting.
They say it's remote controlled. It doesn't have a camera or anything. It's radio controlled. But it doesn't have LiDAR either. And it has remote control.
interesting. That's it.
Does this interest you? This one's made for off-roading, straight from the mud.
I really like it. The tires are just absolutely fantastic.
Where did they get wheels like that? What even is this? This is a production model too, not limited.
It doesn't even fit in the frame. It's good, but it could be just a bit firmer, really. The discs are homemade. She's a tough girl for sure. These are impressive production model tires, and their striking design really stands out.
Firmer, homemade discs, production wheels. These tires? Who makes this? Is it one of ours or not?
Kind of
An old timer, right?
An old timer, a real veteran. We just modified it for these tires in August to send it to the North Pole.
Did it make it?
It made it, yeah, but it didn't get there under its own power. We brought it there to the ice field on another vehicle, just to ride around. We tested it, that's exactly how the suspension works. And what?
What kind of engine is in here exactly? Let's go and check it out. Is it also something that has to do with these parts, or is it related to these components we see here?
Same.
Wheels, they're the same ones. From the North Pole, all from there. See how it is. They drove all across the Far East. Well,
Yeah, you know, that's definitely quite a ride.
this vehicle is equipped with drive shafts, which are responsible for transferring power from the engine to the wheels, allowing the car to move smoothly and efficiently.
What's inside? There.
We have a drive shaft transmission.
What kind?
Drive shaft.
On the
Drive shafts. What's inside? We have a drive shaft transmission in there. What kind? Drive shaft.
There just wasn't literally a vortex there.
Yeah, Levansky district.
Well,
Yeah, maybe that's how it is now. Kostya, call me when you get in the car.
we won't be able to get in there.
Is that really it?
Yeah, Lobon District. The car? Well, yeah, maybe that's how it is now. Kostya, call me when you get in the car. Well, we won't be able to get in there.
No, there's a crowd there. Let's take a look at it from afar. The machinery is huge, of course. Yeah, it's huge, really big. Well, yeah, that's just how you are. Oh,
Yeah.
really huge.
Impressive. Well, it's kind of a one-off, which means it's something that doesn't happen very often. It's a rare occurrence, and that's what makes it stand out as particularly impressive.
Model, it'll be customized.
All that stuff.
Well, apparently it's popular and it's very typical to make these all-terrain vehicles, this and that, one after another. So there must be demand.
Apparently it's popular, and these all-terrain vehicles are made similarly. There must be demand, and both the demand and the concept are successful. No need to reinvent anything.
They don't go off into wild inventions.
Yeah, well, that's kind of just how it is, yeah.
They make it quickly so it works, but it's mainly for utility, just for getting around. Not for us. We need to go hard, break things, smash stuff, but
Here you can ride along the river in winter, drive right over the ice.
I can actually ride a snowmobile over water. You can? There's always a chance.
Look, there's a little pair right over there. Ride snowmobile on water, you can.
I'd try it, but I might sink. That small pair is probably the fuel primer. It's made that way.
So primitive, right? I mean, it's not bad. Why not? The most brilliant things have always been, are, and will be simple. Only gyroscopes get complicated, interestingly enough, and
It's not certified as off-road equipment, of course.
of course not.
Well, how could it really be?
Yeah.
It's complicated for the road.
Why would you need it?
It's off-road, like a tractor.
That can't be, maybe I misheard.
Road vehicles, road vehicles. There's absolutely no way it would ever pass certification. Well, it's actually something quite similar with motorcycles too. The winch was sitting over there.
Why is it there, the winch? Do they move it somewhere else later? The seating, well, and
People find their own niches and do their thing, which is commendable. The winch was installed. Why? They move it. I don't know. Oh, the winch is for attaching to the tow hitch. It doesn't stick out. You hook it to the tow hitch and run it out the back. I always wonder, how do you fall off this thing? You know, in a car you're strapped in, right? But with a quad,
I get how to fall off the quad. But how do you fall off this?
fall off this thing if it...
Tips on you.
How do you roll off this thing? And it can definitely flip over. Well, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm a bit afraid of.
When you're flying a quad, you don't really think about it. But here, what do? Even Dima, my Formula car can flip over under certain conditions. Anything top-heavy can flip, and it's pretty tall, you know.
Well, then I guess you just shouldn't floor it.
Sometimes you have to floor it, though. It's roughly speaking in terms of...
Height doesn't reach...
The wheels doesn't even get to that point.
It doesn't get floored.
But how can you not floor it? Sometimes you have to give it a little gas. So what is this? Is this some kind of motard?
Motard, grandson of Tula, not clear, also attached. Like this, probably. It has a motorcycle-style seat. I don't know. Never ridden one. I should try. There it is. It's kind of weird, you know, Igor. Do you feel that too? Honestly, it's like a giant quad, basically. Igor, do you feel strange? Something somewhere for some reason, somehow. The axles are from a UAZ.
132 horsepower. Basically, this
Of a UAZ and BRP Outlander.
It weighs 900 kilograms and is huge.
They weigh a ton by themselves, honestly. Maybe these are actually wheelless, you know? So much weight to deal with. Yeah, well, you know how it is. Alligator boats, also known as airboats, are fascinating. I've always wanted, for those who are familiar with these boats, to ask a question. Why don't they ever make them with variable pitch propellers? It's really necessary for performance, but they always seem to come without variable pitch, every single time. It's something I've noticed again and again, and it just makes me wonder why this important feature is always missing.
It doesn't work well and can't be reversed.
Difficult.
Variable pitch is a breakthrough for propellers. Let's check who doesn't have it.
Who doesn't have variable pitch in aviation? Well, some people do have it. On light aircraft, some models lack variable pitch. For
Cost reduction, probably. It's not that simple. Probably the mechanism isn't very durable.
wow. Let me just put it on and go. Some light aircraft lack variable pitch, likely to cut costs, though durability may also be a factor. Still, you can set the pitch here. They also have no brakes, so reverse thrust can't slow them down, which shortens engine life. They just push the engine to its limit. So, why not use variable pitch?
Hello. I've been watching for a long time.
The best thing would be if it had reverse thrust.
Reverse thrust? How? It's impossible. There's that scale underneath at the rear angle.
Why hasn't variable pitch been used? It could give reverse thrust, but that's impossible with this mechanism. At least you could slow down. If the Germans had it...
If the blade angle could change, it might work better. Hovercrafts do this, but we don't since we move on scales.
What do you mean by scales?
Syropollicular polyethylene.
Nothing.
Yeah, it used to be called the Devyatka. That's where this was made. They made it to order for us specifically.
For what purpose? What function does this scale serve there? Well,
Protection, molecular polyethylene, speed, angle.
of
Of all this kind of materials and components, they make it to order for us, specifically for us. For what purpose? What function does this scale serve there? It's protection. So we glide along the surface. Also, we kind of position ourselves well as innovative airboats.
we specifically
Use an air cushion system.
That's
Which can say up. We even make equipment for passenger transport. All the licenses, everything is done.
Why are the scales here? Are they registered or for pirate taxiing and the documents?
We provide certificates and equipment for shipping, including abroad.
Licenses. On this scale, why reverse?
Because it's directional. This is just P&D, right?
Yes, it's PND. Oh, you can't really tell. I was just looking there.
consumable part. It wears out, can be replaced and recast. In Florida, airboats use variable pitch and are pushed hard. I worked as a service manager in Krasnoyarsk, where this construction began, at Sever, a major conveyor-type producer.
They make them.
Yeah. And, you know, they actually had American gearboxes there, but to be honest, they were really quite significantly overpriced.
There were even.
Gearboxes for 2 propellers, meaning they spun in opposite directions. And
Much like you would see, for example, on coaxials. So.
axis search, where one axis simply moves in one direction only.
The other in.
The other so you could use a smaller diameter. This equipment made with Rotax engines. Rotax engines are expensive and not feasible right now, but they're durable and made for aviation. Temporarily.
Maintain it yourself.
This kind of equipment isn't used much. It's like a mountain snowmobile, so it doesn't rack up many miles. You use it in the season for swampy areas or when navigation is closed, but winter roads aren't open, as in Chukotka and Yakutia. Tourism is booming in Sakhalin and Kamchatka, and the government now subsidizes up to 50% for entrepreneurs' transportation there for things like this. But at what price?
The base configuration starts at about 3,850, and from there it's like a construction set.
So you can add heated options, extra protection, lighting, and all that kind of stuff.
Just so you understand, gentlemen, you can't even buy a Maverick for $4 million now, like the quirky ones. So the price is actually within reasonable limits, starting from. But driving them
is actually quite unique, as I understand it. It tends to slide even more, really. That's right. So the handling is rather unusual. There are, of course, some similarities to a regular boat. But here you can only steer when you're on the throttle. If you need to brake suddenly somewhere, then
you have to turn around in reverse. And
give it some gas, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, and can you just
turn around like that? Of course. And look, he actually pulled in those vanes. I
played games and I couldn't do it.
I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I really couldn't. Damn. But that's cool, you know. I actually have a buddy, a good friend of mine. He lives in Argaki, and his name's Sanya. He's a tow truck driver. Just like that. He does the same thing, you know. But I think he's up north these days. He actually flipped it over once, too.
Somewhere over there, flat-bottom vehicles really do require very careful and attentive handling, so you don't end up sideways somewhere or get stuck. Actually, there are a lot of cases where this can happen.
The rollovers. You might catch on something like an Apteros, probably.
Hello. By the way, let me just show you a video. This is
What do we have here? Igor, do you know what this is? This right here is the Seaver, a machine that is known for its strength. It has 100 horsepower, which is quite a lot. Diesel-powered, 100 horsepower engine.
Right away.
Distinctly hints at a note of diesel.
Well, look, as you can see, here's the car right over here, just waiting for us.
Well, you know, as you can see, here it is, you know.
Yeah? So are you going to climb in? I just don't want to.
It's too hot. I'm tired.
Today. Oh, come on, you know, let's really be reasonable here after all.
How's that? Well, you know, the job really does require it, so there's not much I can do about it. All right, go ahead, start it up when you're ready. Let me just climb in here and get myself comfortable. Oh, Lord, this is really something. Whoa! Igor, what can I even say to you? There's just so much space in here. It's honestly kind of amazing. I feel like I could stretch out and relax for quite a while. If I needed to, I'd go get bread in this, no problem at all. It's almost like having a little room on wheels.
In something like this situation? Yeah?
You could.
How's
the visibility? Is it okay? Visibility is good. Here's the Chinese heater. Don't press the buttons. It's starting now. You could live like this.
How is it here? Sit with me. We're up high. We can see far. Is that a Volga steering wheel?
It's actually absolutely fine.
Really far. Full steering wheel? Yeah,
So what? It's fine.
Left and right fuel tanks trim is crystal olive carpeted.
See, as you can see, there are enthusiasts here after all indeed. For me, you see, I actually like it when no one else is doing anything like this at all.
Yeah.
So it just blows everyone away. Why are you up? There are enthusiasts. I don't like it when it blows everyone away.
Money. I like it when no one else does this. Not just so it wows everyone, but just wows everyone, period. Let's move on. I think it goes pretty well.
It goes pretty well. Well, of course, obviously, it's not just...
That's just how people do it, you know, with blocks and everything. It's all fine. We don't even discuss it. Everything just runs. Where's it going to go? Well, yeah, that's what it's made for. Now, this is actually interesting, and this is just an English thing, just put on for looks. I've seen ones like this where someone makes them. Is a museum exhibit. Well, I think it runs. Roughly speaking, it doesn't have any suspension at all. It's just, you know, it'll break your back. I don't remember which one I wrote. I forgot what it's called. Something simpler, like a plastic tub with wheels. And you ride along blah, 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 only for, thanks to the tires, softness.
No, which it doesn't have. Well, the tires are small, yeah, compared to these.
All the other wheels. But it climbs really well, you know, Igor. This thing here, some kind of hitch. Also some kind of civilian one. These tires, I mean, you know, really...
Some kind of hitch, a civilian,
Browning machine gun.
These tires, they're worn down to nothing. What kind are they? Are they that tall? Well, I don't know. This tread pattern makes me uneasy. Who designed it? Why couldn't they have made it a bit more interesting or something?
I don't know.
The middle and this part is mainly for traction.
I think it was the original, but when it was new, it was much better. To me,
It seems like it was kind of like that halfway. Many as I've seen, it was always like that. When you're driving, this part probably doesn't rattle, right?
not sure. The middle is for grip. It was better when new, but always like this, as far as I've seen.
They're the same.
That's how it is, for sale. Want to buy it? Buy it and leave. It's for sale, right? There's some kind of engine here.
The gas tank, I still...
Didn't get the gas tank. You mean you think so?
Where, by any chance, you don't see the injection pump?
It's hard to tell from that side. Let's take a look now. No need for diesel. All right, gentlemen. Oh, diesel gas tank. And here everything's closed off. Can't make sense of it at all.
Look at what kind of manifold it should have.
What kind?
Exhaust.
See? Do you notice that it is a square pipe right there? Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. And
This...
what is it?
What is it?
No, it's a rare 3-liter diesel from the 1960s with 100 horsepower. Not bad. 80 kilometers per hour. Now that's quite a pace for a machine like this. I can just imagine what it must feel like. Your bones getting rattled and your whole body shaking as you speed along at 80 kilometers per hour. Does it even have any real suspension to soften the ride? Well, sort of. There's something there, but it's probably not what you'd call comfortable. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Oh, what's this? All the tires are from one company. That's actually pretty interesting because having tires from a single manufacturer can really help with grip and stability. Now that's some serious grip. And look, there's even a shovel attached. That's a practical touch.
Something perhaps Sherp-like, maybe.
They're cool, you know, to be honest. I mean, really, honestly.
Aren't they like that?
Yeah, there's something about them. I don't like that the Sherp has a chain drive for the wheel hubs. What's this? Looks Sherp-like maybe a Detna. Pretty cool.
And it...
Can get really good traction in this particular form. They actually painted it before the exhibition took place. Is this the same one, I think? Or is it not the same one, perhaps?
Sure, well, it also...
Exists. That's actually a different kind of tire. Look at how many different tire options there really are.
Look, this one is actually like that. And that one is different.
Over there, it's just plain right now. Simply.
Let's go check it out right now. Listen,
It's built really solidly. And inside, right here, as you can see,
It smells distinctly like some sort of plastic, like from childhood.
on the trailer, Eurocube. Yeah. Eurocube.
What for?
And who actually makes tires like that? Rom. They started making proper tires. The Eurocube just arrived on the trailer.
Tires. Who makes them? ROM. They started making decent ones. Really? Yeah, those are tires for about...
10 is a number that comes after 9 and before 11. It is used in counting and is the base of the decimal system.
Here's probably. Costs like an iron bridge. And there are
still a lot of different options available.
I know now. We recommend this universal tire. It's reliable and cost effective.
Got it. What?
lightweight version. It's just a variation. For example, if you know you have more water obstacles in...
Basically.
Where you simply live in the region.
Then, accordingly, as a result,
Cutting the lamella increases water speed by about 1 kilometer per hour. If electric, it's 7. There are 4 motors, 1 per layer. Details inside are not disclosed. Unfortunately, the battery is unfortunately foreign.
lithium ion?
Lithium MC, lithium ion.
Ah, that's kilowatt person. Battery, unfortunately.
Well, it's clear they're making it for us somewhere. Which do you mean? Lithium ion, lithium MC, how many kilowatt hours it's made to order? You can also attach a trailer like this. The generator can supply power, for example, to a camp. It has its own separate tank for the generator. You can carry water or a ton of fuel.
You can float easily, you can travel far with it.
Make it the same way in the sub-channel.
Wait.
Diesel uses less fuel, has bigger tanks, and can go farther, especially with a trailer. We haven't measured the electric motor's total power, but on asphalt it easily reaches 100 if the weight is normal. Suspension is basic. And is the battery powered at approximately 400 volts, just to clarify?
That's optional too. Like I said, you come in and say, I want the maximum if you want to.
Oh, I see. Well, it's really a shame. I honestly have nowhere
To really drive this.
thing, so right now, just God willing,
This thing will absolutely go anywhere
just for you, especially.
Right? Well, I'm just not really interested.
in racing around. But fundamentally speaking, in general, you can
Race on it. So
it's actually the same body as before, you know?
it's just that this one's diesel, and this one
Is gasoline, so.
Basically,
Electric or diesel, music risks a fine soft wheel. Completely, guys, absolutely, definitely, completely low pressure, even less.
there's simply nowhere lower to go.
But I think you could go even lower, but then it would be some kind of nonsense. It would drop all the way down to the rims. They make tires like that just to show off for really loose ground. Well, it might still drive, you know, I suppose, yeah.
You could drop the block right down.
Adjust pressure in the cabin. Inflate or deflate in 30 seconds.
And what kind of compressor is that exactly? It runs on exhaust gases, diesel exhaust, right? Or is it actually an electric compressor instead? That's pretty cool, honestly. And when you install it with beadlocks, you use sealant here, right? Yeah, because of the pressure that builds up inside. No, it's low pressure. Here it is, right here, just as you can see for yourself.
Sealant.
Works fast, needs little pressure, uses cooled exhaust gas, and has lamellae.
I'm really glad that we make these here.
Here, the rubber is absolutely key to the process. It's really, truly important for the outcome. I'm genuinely really glad that we
Make them. Just look at how many options there really are.
It's just absolutely wild. Okay, installing just one of these is one thing. Personally, I really like the bellows type. You know, the flexible one. Let's climb in there now. Can't really see much in here. The museum part is over now.
Well, we saw something similar at another company. Come on. Look at this little cabin. It smells kind of musty, I think. Like a swamp.
Yeah, it has that kind of smell. Maybe we're just imagining it?
No. There's a bit of a swampy rot to it.
Rot now?
Yeah. Rotation process. This is familiar. The cabin smells musty, like a swamp.
What a smell. Maybe we're imagining it. No, it's got swampy rot. Rot? Yeah, rot. Well, only half. We can go further. We can go further. Let me take a look at it from the side. Here it is. These oversized quad bikes keep going here. Just huge.
Climb in. Why did I take my big?
Guys, if it's okay with you, can I maybe just climb in there, please?
Oh my god, it's absolutely huge. They got room stuff. Couldn't be even bigger.
Why take my bag?
I don't know. Maybe I should climb in. You can see everything from here. It's huge. So how is it? Well, it's a strange feeling. When I'm riding the Grizzly, I'm tossed around, but
What happens?
I don't know. If I flip over on this, the guard would jump off. There's no safety in a buggy.
On an ATV, you can jump off, not this one.
You can jump off. On a Grizzly too, kind of, when I rode with protection, no matter how I flew off, nothing happened. No matter how I flew off the Grizzly, nothing happened. With the Grizzly,
You jump off, and that's it. And it never landed on top of you. Never did. Maybe you just have to be quick too. The Raptor did land on me, but I was wearing protection. I think, Dima, the idea here is that it's big, so there's less chance of it flipping over. Well, that's the trade-off.
Purely for utility and leisure rides. Ball valve.
It's because of the size, for utility and leisure. Basically a valve, everyone has these ball valves. What don't you like? Half the people here have the same thing, automatic or manual. Do they use a special sub-ball valve? That's for speed, but it still goes through the nipples, so air release takes days. Dima, this one's even softer. They smear it with this. Look. The softest ones you can possibly imagine. Even softer than the ones that have been deflated all the way down to Sherp-like levels. Why has no one ever made something quite like my Polaris? The one I actually drive every day. Now this is a real UAZ, a true one. Just a simple one like my Polaris, just like a 6-seater UAZ. This particular one is basically a UAZ with a big boxy loaf body. Maybe they'll have it in that workshop over there? Maybe, because that's exactly what I would make if I could. I'm looking at the steering knuckles right now.
Maybe here they've only assembled these kinds like swamp buggies.
Maybe here they've only put together these kinds of vehicles, like swamp buggies, you know? Well, this one is also kind of an all-terrain vehicle, actually. And here's another one. How many of them are there, anyway? Yeah, look, they're all like this, you see. Well, this one is pretty standard for this type. And they all have this kind of ruggedness, Toyota double. The smallest one? Yeah, we've got a little guy, a compact one. Yeah. Honestly, I still don't really understand what these are used for. You can't really load much onto it, right? It's just 2 seats as well. Maybe it's meant for long distance travel, but I feel like without a cab going long distance in something like this, I think I'd feel safer in the Outlander. At least I could push it out if I got stuck. You know, I could just carry it out by hand. But this one, if I get it stuck, though it's probably harder to get it stuck, well, let's just say you won't be able to pull this one out with the Outlander. If you get this one stuck,
Dim. Look at the tires again. And look at this one with that kind of contact. See how soft they are? Even here they're soft, even on the tread. See the tires contour gives way. Yeah, low pressure tires. That's really nice, yeah. That's a cool wheel, you see, you don't need to cut anything. I wonder how much it costs. What? I just wanted to ask, what's the price for this as a kid? Roughly, can we say for sure? $37,200. That's really reasonable. Excellent.
That's the 2-ply, and the 4-ply is $44,200. That's really quite reasonable. Listen, my ITP for the Maverick actually costs more than that. Pretty awesome. You could say it's practically a giveaway. Yeah, for that size, it's honestly impressive. Can you believe they're actually making these now? And is the production Russian, Kazakh, or what exactly? It's kind of Russian-made. To be precise, it's a joint production, a collaboration. Varshland, Swal, Walter Krov, those are the names involved. It's a pretty interesting partnership, if you ask me. Basically, it's the place where all of the off-road tires are manufactured. And what about these ones? Are they the same as the others? No, I think these tires are made in Mirnovaya instead. Well, it's definitely good news that these tires exist and are available. The tire factory, Armand, is a world leader in the production of Silvovsky tires and off-road tires. The very first ones that developed these tires. The very first ones we had were these tricycle tires, which were also produced at the tire factories.
And they're still being produced to this day? Yes, these aren't the ones that run on bare rims.
Yeah, it's just really crazy. Well, yeah, it's totally wild. Honestly, you buy a tire and then don't even use it for 2 whole months. Who would actually buy that? People just go pick up a tire from the dump and then strip it down. Well, roughly speaking. And, you know, right now, if I need to change a tire on my 3-axle Tatra, it costs $800,000. That's the price for the Chinese-made ones, which are generally more affordable than imported brands. $800,000 per tire, just for the standard option. And how many tires are there? There are 6 in total. 6 large, heavy-duty, all-terrain tires designed for rough and challenging conditions. They're absolutely massive compared to regular car tires, so replacing all 6 of these huge, specialized tires would be a significant expense, really showing how costly it is to maintain a vehicle like the Tatra. The working universal pressure is from 0.1 to 0.3. Pretty cool, right? Working pressure, you could inflate it with your mouth, well, with exhaust gases. So you can deflate it down to 0, even 0.06, and easily go through swamps and mud. Yeah, it basically flattens out like a track. The contact patch increases. Yeah. What's most interesting is, wherever I look, nothing is being made in Russia, you know? Well, you see, it's about demand. Roughly speaking, you wouldn't think there was so much equipment. There must be just as many people wanting to ride on these tires.
That's the kind of market that has gradually developed and formed.
Demand creates supply, forming the market.
They were stewing in their own juice.
Our young people used to take dictation.
You can't beat the Chinese, it's just, well, you know, it's true.
And in the past, you couldn't beat us either. And back then, we did everything ourselves. We didn't take from others. From where? Consider how much the economy has grown during the pandemic period. It's skyrocketed.
Sometimes Chinese engineering solutions really do surprise me. Yeah, because honestly, some Chinese engineering solutions actually really surprise me sometimes. Some of their decisions just don't seem to make sense. Why? When the Chinese get smart, they often hire engineers from Germany or outsource development to Russians, and then they just go for it. Their production subsidization is very well organized. The government just says, just sell. All right? Thank you.
Thank you. So wait, what is this? Excuse me?
These are plugs, right? Yeah, just simple ones.
See the disc in the plastic? No, that's just a plug. I first thought it was in the disc, but realized it probably isn't. You could pour water in there. It's cool, like on air mattresses.
Yeah, right.
The pulses are right here. This one is for your health and for your overall well-being. Yeah, like I said, you could even...
Like, they were actually stored in these plugs, as you can see. There's a lot of space here.
All right. Look, you know, this is actually a super minimalist kind of thing, really.
This is basic integration.
This is the most lightweight one.
It's minimalist because it's the lightest and the easiest to carry. 4 versions are available.
Load-bearing body. See, the class of the load-bearing
body.
Frame.
Wow, that's really something. See, it was actually just driving along. It came all the way here on its own, by itself. And what kind of engine does it have, you might ask? It has a 118 crankshaft engine. Crankshaft frame, that's right. Totally foreign, completely unfamiliar. Maybe, I don't know. Is it good, perhaps?
Well, you know, this one all over Siberia.
There's a blogger who actually drives around with a Viaz engine on a Vezdekhoder, and it's fine, really, no problem at all. Well, it's got differentials. Well, as long as you don't beat it up.
Yeah, well, no.
It's just to slowly and steadily crawl somewhere to eventually get there.
It's not really intended for flooring it. What's its name? And who are you? The Lada badge?
There. And just out of curiosity, how does it drive?
Is that also a Lada engine, or what exactly? Oh, last.
Let me check it out again.
It's like a snowmobile. I'm looking at it right now. Such a cute little machine. Well, let me tell you, the wheels are actually cute. But if you really push it...
Basically, he's actually a maximalist. Whether you push it hard or not, it's different for everyone, really.
No. However, although it actually does have 2 wide tracks after all. Well, that's for driving through untouched snow, where cars like these can't go. Go ahead, speak! Hello? May I? What's your name?
Pavel.
Dmitry.
Let me introduce to you Pavel.
It's actually quite light. It depends on your needs. It's for driving through untouched snow where regular cars can't go. Go ahead. May I? Your name? Pavel. Dmitry. Will you join now? Yes. Igor. Of course.
Please, distracted.
Thank you very much, Vasily. And this is the Lightning Man.
The Lightning Man, yes.
Lightning. Tesla. Not that many of the 3-axle ones are produced. By the way, they climb really well. Urals climb well. Comes to pull out ATVs and such vehicles. You know, in fact, look, you actually have the death capsule here, right? You already wrecked it today, didn't you? Did you actually wreck it today? Oh, just to be clear, did something happen today that caused you to wreck it? Oh.
They're pulling out quads, they're arriving. Look, you have a death capsule, and it's already been destroyed. Was it destroyed today? And what about...
What's forgotten here? Such moves, damn.
I almost died. These weren't reckless shots.
Yeah, and what perhaps is this?
Mechanism.
Oh, that's probably some kind of ventilation. Heating, cooling.
Air conditioner.
Air conditioner, right? It's just a very simple and inexpensive piece of plastic with a small basic fan attached to it. Yeah. And it probably only costs, what, maybe just a single spoonful of rice, if that. Yeah.
Of course, like a plate.
Like a plate of soup.
Air conditioner, you passed.
Plastic. You get it? Yeah. And it costs like, what, a spoonful of rice, probably? Yeah, of course, like a plate. Like a plate of Chinese soup. It probably reeks of plastic. Yeah. Here it is, look. Phenol. Yeah. Look here. Yes, before the 50s.
The 50s. Let's go over here. Designers. No, their design is wild. I'm already starting to like ours. What's this? Coyote, can you comment on this? That's Harley's. I'm not interested in that at all. And BMW. Uh-huh. This exit over there, you hear me, Coyote? Yeah. What about BMW? Look at this. Do you see it? And Irina? Irina is selling it. What is this, Igor? What do you think? Where? This one. I don't know. Carbonium? Look, carbonium. Yeah. Maybe it's for someone who's afraid. This is the illegitimate child of Harley and Caterham. It's got a Harley rear and a Caterham front. Designer mode.
Look, Dmitry Pavlovich is expertly milled from a single solid piece of premium aluminum, giving it a remarkable finish.
This is just a wild imagination.
It keeps surprising me more and more. Look, Dmitry Pavlovich, it's milled from a single piece of aluminum. Do you get it? You know, it's some kind of wild imagination. This is just a wild imagination. You know, BRP makes something similar, but it looks kind of modern. But over there, it's just... Yeah, Igor, what do you think of the design? Me? I think it's great.
What about you?
To me, it's like a Caterham hooked up with a Harley.
An illegitimate child?
Yeah, it looks like an illegitimate one. I like that our friends from the Middle Kingdom on Spectrum Radio, you know, like how you can shrink, expand, and adjust images. This car looks like a mix between a Caterham and a Harley. The aspect ratio is completely off, but our friends from the Middle Kingdom don't seem to mind. They can stretch images without concern, unlike us. They really seem to like it. Yeah. Oh, what's that over there? We don't actually know exactly what it is, but it's definitely interesting, isn't it? Personally, I don't like the bridge. What's on the side of it? What's the bridge for anyway? Listen, if everyone out there loves bridges, appreciates bridges, and you don't like them, you just need to know what it is and what it's for, right? You need to understand how it's used, how people interact with it, and what purpose it serves. But do you actually like this particular one? What do you think about it, honestly? What, aluminum rods like that? Really? They actually make them, and they even make the rear for the Maverick, too. And what are they like exactly? Well, there's some kind of really crazy engine here, you know? Yeah? Just look at that engine. Oh, yeah. The engine is really wild, honestly. I think it's a Saudi engine or something like that. It has 150 horsepower. No, it can really go fast? Seriously? Is this just for competitions, or what do you think? We should definitely assemble a Barracuda ourselves someday. Yeah, I remember. Compress it. I'm compressing, see? I want to put the Barracuda on some kind of electric thing. Maybe you'll make something this powerful. The Maverick is cool, it's smooth, and the numbers speak for themselves. The Maverick is better, but in reality, damn, when you get into this thing, it's freaking scary. That's it. And I think it gives you way more emotions than the Maverick. Can you take a jump on it? Yeah, you can jump. Check out our video. There, damn, we do some crazy stuff, and the guys do even crazier things than us. That's what I'll say. I hadn't ridden the Maverick before, but when the guys gave me a ride this season, I realized, yeah, it's cool, but it's a different thing. They're different classes, and both have a right to exist, for sure. It was originally built as a crawler, but as it turned out, it can really rip too. It can really rip too. It's got this feature where it goes fast like an iron, and it doesn't flip over in turns. Both rides are different. Both classes are valid. This one is fast. So you can easily go 80 over bumps like it's nothing. It's actually pretty comfortable. That's good. It's nice to see someone doing something. We're glad someone notices. So what's up? Honestly, I could talk about this for hours, but I think you get what I mean. This car has some innovations. Now it has a solid underbody, solid side steps appeared, small things, but sometimes you need them, right?
Yeah, things like that happen.
Yeah, it happened. It did. Well-trained, exceptional minds. I almost got poked in the balls by a branch. That happens. Yeah, what else? Moisture calculating minds, something else. Oh, the ignition lock for the toggle switchcraft. All the controls are on the roof, as they have been for 100 years. On the next car, we'll use different shocks, not because these are bad, but due to supply issues. We're switching to top-tier Chinese ones with all the adjustments. That's URN suspension. Zhenya is over there. There used to be Fox, right? No, before that they were homemade. For the last 4 years we've had these automatics. They're a wonderful thing, especially when they're tuned just for you. Well, I like Yolkas, but damn, they just aren't available here. Olins? Well, some people like them. No, I mean Yolka, just Yolka. Yeah, Yolka, right. Olins? No, Yolka. South Specialist. They're Canadians. Their color is burgundy, and black. Erlins are silver and gold, but Erlins... Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and all the best to you. Take care.